Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's story-rich adventures bundle of March 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. But first, a word from our sponsor, JT After Dark. You've read the threads, you've seen the warnings, but you haven't heard them like this. I'm JT. I take the internet's most terrifying stories and give them a voice. From Reddit's deepest archives to the legends that haunt the web, I bring the horror to life. Join me on JT After Dark. Subscribe now and let's see what's hiding in the shadows. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Maid of Sker, a first-person adventure that promises a gripping narrative and stunning scenery that will immerse you in its macabre atmosphere. The journey begins with a foreboding train ride, as Thomas receives a distressing message from his beloved Elizabeth, drawing him to the hotel. The game excels in capturing the late 1800s ambiance, immersing you in a world teeming with cultish intrigue and unsettling beauty. The attention to detail, reminiscent of Bioshock and Someday You'll Return, sets a captivating stage for its unfolding tale. Exploring the decrepit Sker Hotel reveals a mesmerizing yet chilling environment, with each corner hiding secrets and dangers. As you navigate the grounds infested with the eerie Quiet Ones, stealth becomes your ally, heightening the tension and sense of unease. The gameplay offers a delicate balance between exploration and survival, with puzzles to solve and enemies to evade. While the pacing may feel slow at times, the narrative keeps you hooked, driving you to uncover the truth behind Elizabeth's plight. However, the endings leave some questions unanswered, and could have provided more closure. Despite these flaws, Maid of Sker grips you with its atmosphere and narrative depth, making it a must-play for horror aficionados and explorers alike. With its breathtaking visuals, haunting soundtrack, and intriguing story, Maid of Sker offers a captivating experience that lingers long after the credits roll. While it may not be flawless, its ability to draw you into its world makes it a journey worth taking. Don't miss the chance to explore the dark secrets of Sker Hotel. It's an unforgettable adventure into the heart of fear. At number 2 we have Time Loader, a nostalgic story-driven platformer where you control Dummy, a small robot sent back to 1995 to rewrite its creator Adam's tragic past. Combining smooth controls, clever environmental interactions, and a vibrant 90s aesthetic, it's a short but impactful journey packed with charm. Set across 3 acts, the game centers on Dummy's mission to prevent Adam's childhood accident. As you traverse beautifully designed levels brimming with 90s references, you'll enjoy an atmosphere that feels lovingly crafted. From Tamagotchis to era-specific details, every corner is a nod to the past. The audio design enhances this immersion, blending sorrowful soundtracks with precise environmental sounds. Dummy's wheels clattering over surfaces is particularly satisfying. Though marketed as a puzzle platformer, the game leans heavily on the platforming aspect. Its puzzles are simple, often solved by accident, rather than deep thinking. This works in its favor, making it a relaxing experience rather than a brain-busting challenge. Dummy's growing abilities, like grabbing items or climbing, keep gameplay fresh without overwhelming you. The game's brevity, about 4 hours, feels appropriate for its focused narrative. Multiple endings, including a hidden one, add replayability, as does a feature allowing you to revisit earlier levels. The 3rd act introduces more impactful choices, tying your actions to different outcomes in Adam's future. Time Loader does not aim for intense action or difficult puzzles, but its smooth controls, heartfelt story, and 90s nostalgia make it an unforgettable, relaxing adventure worth experiencing. Whether for its retro vibes or touching narrative, it's a must-play. At number 3 we have Tainted Grail Conquest, a deck-building RPG roguelike with a ton of replayability. At the beginning of the game, you pick a class, customize your character, and begin one of the many journeys, traveling through a land corrupted by weirdness and learning the secrets of the ancient Menhirs, Foredwellers, and death itself. This game is meant to be replayed multiple times as you unlock more upgrades each time you finish or die in a run. Some quests even demand that you complete it in the next run. Where this game really shines is in its reward system that makes you want to play the game over and over. Starting out as a weak character, you can unlock new classes, up to 9 in total, and various cards to add into your deck over time. You can also obtain companions and new passives to help you in battle, and also to change things up. The battle system is a turn-based system where you spend energy points to use your cards to defeat your opponents. So if you like a replayable deck builder roguelike adventure game, this game could be for you. And number 4 we have Change, a homeless survival experience. A game about being homeless, aiming to raise awareness about it. In Change, you must manage your hunger, happiness, and cleanliness. You need to collect enough money to possibly buy some food, and you need to be quite creative with it too, like collecting recyclable materials to sell for spare change. You also need to find shelter before night, and deal with random elements the world throws at you. A lot of times these unexpected blows can feel very unfair and cheap, but it does make every minor victory feel more impactful. Areas are procedurally generated, and you'll navigate through a 2D space with point-and-click controls. There are a handful of characters to choose from, each of their own conditions, with some being unlocked to play the game. A character called the Veteran, as an example, begins with more cash, or another one has addictions and cigarettes that will affect the game. You can also build out your study level depending on how much you read in the local library, build or decrease notoriety of the police, and look after your social standing with other homeless people. The experience is a balancing act between all of these factors. As you can imagine, begging for money is essential in this game, although success rates can be mixed, and you will receive a lot of insults to your pride. Trips to the bathroom and laundromat can help with reducing these insults. You can even slightly improve your life by getting a basic job with your studies in the library. Landing a job is one of the primary goals of the game, and keeping it as a homeless person will not be easy. This game does a fine job in giving you an experience of a typical day being homeless. It is not easy even in the virtual world, and you'll probably want to donate to a homeless shelter after playing this. And number 5 we have Chicken Police, Painted Red, a noir-inspired point-and-click adventure that throws you into the trenchcoat of Santiano's Sonny Featherland, a hard-boiled cop just 121 days away from retirement. You're in Clawville, a city of animal-headed citizens living in black and white gloom, dripping with tension and secrets, when a mysterious feline singer named Natasha Katzenko receives death threats. You and your estranged partner, Maddie McChicken, must dust off your detective instincts for one last case. You'll interrogate suspects, search for clues, and navigate a web of corruption, jealousy, and mob ties. Every conversation matters. Asking the wrong questions can cost you information, while sharp deductions earn higher scores and deeper insights. Each encounter feels alive, thanks to expressive animations and exceptional voice acting that perfectly captures the game's witty, gritty tone. Clawville itself feels immersive, with new areas unlocking as you follow leads. You can revisit scenes or lose access to some if you hesitate too long, giving choices real consequence. Despite its comedic animal aesthetic, the story dives into serious themes like prejudice and forbidden love, balanced by humor and sharp noir banter. With its moody atmosphere, jazzy soundtrack, and sharp writing, Chicken Police delivers a stylish blend of mystery and absurdity. It's like Sin City meets Zootopia, but darker, funnier, and surprisingly heartfelt. If you love detective stories packed with personality, this one's a must-play. At number 6 we have Paradise Killer, a detective game offering a groundbreaking experience in the detective genre. As Lady Love dies, an investigation freak, you're tasked with solving a complex murder mystery on a tropical island filled with eccentric characters and bizarre rituals. The game's greatest strength lies in the freedom it provides for investigation, allowing you to explore, speculate, and accuse at your own pace, based on the evidence you uncover. Unlike guided detective experiences in other games, Paradise Killer offers an open-ended investigation. Evidence automatically links itself to relevant parties, challenging you to discover connections and motives. The game rewards curiosity and keen detective skills, making you feel accomplished as you gather information and build your case. Paradise Killer stands out by offering not just one central crime, but a web of related mysteries to explore. It encourages you to prioritize cases and characters you find intriguing, resulting in a more personalized and immersive storytelling experience. The game's setting is a surreal tropical island where inhabitants worship alien gods and attempt human sacrifices. The game's zaniness is captivating, and the unique environment demands your buy-in, making it a perfect backdrop for the murder mystery. Exploration in Paradise Killer is highly rewarding. You will traverse the island's various boroughs, collecting collectibles, currency, and uncovering secrets. The characters are fascinating, each with complex motives and rich histories. The visual novel-style interactions with them add depth to the narrative. Paradise Killer empowers you to decide how to handle the suspects and offers a wide range of possibilities, creating an exciting and nerve-wracking atmosphere. The game's pace may have occasional lulls due to its open-ended nature, but this doesn't diminish the overall experience. The charmingly convoluted mysteries, neon aesthetics, fantastic soundtrack, quirky characters, and narrative twists set a new standard for investigative gameplay, making Paradise Killer one of the best detective games in the genre. It leaves you untethered and invested in its mysteries in a way you've never felt before, and it's a must-play for fans of the genre. At number 7 we have Staffer Case, a supernatural mystery adventure. A mystery visual novel that throws you into a twisted version of 1960s London, one where people, animals, and even objects can wield supernatural powers known as phenomena. You play as Notric Note Case, a sharp young investigator joining the underfunded experimental division of the Phenomena Bureau, a government agency tasked with controlling these gifted individuals. Alongside a cast of quirky detectives, each with unique powers, you'll find 5 complex cases that bend logic, supernatural intrigue, and political corruption. The core gameplay revolves around piecing together clues, combining evidence, and challenging your teammates' deductions. It's not always forgiving though. You'll sometimes find yourself juggling near-identical documents until you land on the one the game wants. Despite that, it respects your time, allowing infinite retries and offering subtle hints to prevent frustration. Each investigation feels alive, with detailed character dialogue, smart writing, and satisfying aha moments as the truth unfolds. The art and music elevate the experience even further. Whether you're exploring gloomy crime scenes or opulent estates, the visual style always fits the tone perfectly. The soundtrack, though limited, hits all the right tones, especially during tense climaxes when you're piecing everything together. Staffer Case shines as a deep, clever detective game with heart, humor, and world building that sticks with you. If you love supernatural mysteries or logic-driven stories that reward sharp thinking, this one deserves a spot on your list. At number 8 we have Staffer Reborn, a game of supernatural abilities and logical deduction set in 1960s America. You step into the shoes of an investigator recruited to help the lieutenant, a man cursed by a revival ability. Because he has reached the end of his natural life, he's trapped in a grueling cycle where old age kills him every 15 minutes, only for his power to resurrect him into the same dying state. Your mission is to investigate his ability and help him achieve eternal rest. The gameplay centers on a Phoenix Wright-like visual novel structure. You must talk to the 3 people present in the room and examine items to gather information. These findings are recorded in files, which you can then use to perform logical deductions. By connecting the dots, you uncover the hidden truths behind the lieutenant's repetitive suffering. While the game is overwhelmingly positive, you should know it is quite short, typically lasting between 1 and 2 hours. It functions as a spin-off to Staffer Case, providing excellent world building and voice acting, though some players feel the single-room setting makes it feel more like a demo. You might find the puzzles trivial if you're a veteran of the genre, but the creative and unexpected ending provides a strong emotional payoff. If you enjoy story-rich mysteries with a touch of magic, this is a charming, intense experience. This game is a haunting, clever exploration of death and regret. At number 9 we have Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls Double Pack, a compilation of 2 interactive dramas by Quantic Dream, offering story-driven adventures focused on narrative choices and cinematic events. Both games lean heavily on quick-time events and player decisions, where the failure or even death of a main character does not lead to a game over, but rather alters the branching narrative. In Heavy Rain, you follow multiple protagonists hunting the origami killer. While the game has powerful tense moments, the overall plot can feel disjointed, a series of cool scenes glued together rather than a cohesive story. You'll find the poorly implemented QTEs frustrating, as the game often fails to clearly explain what your action motion prompts will perform. Furthermore, the controls can feel clunky, often making basic movement a chore. Beyond Two Souls tells the captivating if sometimes goofy story of Jodie Holmes and her spirit companion Aiden, played by Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe. This game looks phenomenal on PC, and its unique structure allows you to play scenes chronologically or in the original dramatic non-linear order. Gameplay centers on controlling both Jodie and Aiden, making decisions that can change the outcome of a scene, with Aiden's actions often turning quite dark. While some scenes feel like filler, the strong performances and intriguing narrative push you to discover Jodie's ultimate fate. This double pack delivers high drama cinematic experience that you'll remember, but you must tolerate clunky controls and questionable writing in Heavy Rain to get to the good parts. Beyond Two Souls is a stronger experience, offering a compelling narrative that demands repeat playthroughs to explore its many endings. At number 10 we have Old Man's Journey and Gibbon Beyond the Trees Double Pack, a curated pairing of two atmospheric gems, both offering poignant, wordless narratives that focus on movement and environmental storytelling. While each game explores vastly different themes, human regret and ecological tragedy, they share a striking painterly aesthetic that makes every frame feel like a page from a high-end children's book. In Old Man's Journey, you help a traveler across sun-drenched pastel landscapes after he receives a mysterious ladder. The core mechanic involves dragging and reshaping the rolling hills to create a path forward. You'll find yourself manipulating the scenery through forced perspective, occasionally herding sheep or timing leaps during a rhythmic train ride. It is a short, ruminative experience that prioritizes melancholy beauty over complex puzzling, using silent vignettes to reveal the protagonist's lifetime of heartbreak and reconciliation. Switching to Gibbon Beyond the Trees, you experience a faster, more kinetic flow. As a pink Gibbon, you master the art of brachiation, swinging from branches with a rhythmic, momentum-based control scheme. You'll initially feel a sense of flow-state freedom in the lush jungle, but the tone shifts as you encounter deforestation and human encroachment. You must navigate through burning forests and industrial towns, where the effortless swinging is replaced by desperate scrambles across power lines. Together, these games provide around 3 hours of deeply emotional, visually stunning gameplay. If you appreciate games from the reading nook that value atmosphere and message over traditional challenges, this pack offers 2 unforgettable, soul-searching adventures. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle fest drop is a total loot explosion for narrative junkies. For as low as $4.95, you can snag heavy hitters like the Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls double pack, a massive win for your backlog. While Golem is a meme tier inclusion, gems like Paradise Killer and Tainted Grail Conquest offer insane replayability. Whether you're into noir mysteries or hardcore RPGs, the value here is cracked. Don't sleep on this quest, it is an absolute steal. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.